¡Me siguen!, gritaba.
Durante la entrevista nos confesó que tuvo problemas con las drogas, motivo por el que fue expulsado de los Estados Unidos, pero aseguró que todo eso había quedado atrás.
Cartel assassinations are rampant in Mexico, and despite the constant efforts by law enforcement authorities, the number of victims grows exponentially every year. Cartel members and police officers are the most common victims of these wars and rivalry, but the general population and celebrities are not far behind. Being in the spotlight in Mexico is a risky business. If you create content against the narco lords or try to expose their secrets, they will come after you. But what about singing ballads praising their love and life story?
What about me? I think, anyways, the famous singer who was dismembered by cartel, allegedly, you know what I'm saying, unproven, we don't know. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. That's why we're reacting to this video. So don't come after me. I'm just reacting to it. Anyways, let's get into this video.
Does that get you eliminated from the world? Apparently, it does. Today's story is about Jose Sergio Vega Cumea, a Mexican singer who had a thriving career and a great prospect in the world of music. However, the life of this talented individual was cut short because of cartel rivalry. The honest man was dedicated to his craft and never harmed a soul, but unfortunately, despite being a star, he couldn't ensure safety for himself. So how did he enrage the cartel that felt the need to eliminate him, and what had happened on that fateful day? Which cartel was responsible for his untimely demise? And most importantly, did law enforcement arrest the people who took his life? Stay tuned as we answer this and many more questions in this video. Let's learn about Sergio Vega, the singer who lost his life just by singing songs. Jose Sergio Vega Cumea was born on September 12, 1969, in Los Hornos, Sonora. He was part of a huge family of 13 brothers and
shout out to Mexico again. Sonora, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. This video is for y'all, bro.
Sisters.
You know what I'm saying?
Sergio was the eighth. His father belonged to a small farming community. Sergio's community exposed him to the world of music. Regional music was heavily practiced and celebrated in Sonora, and Sergio picked up on it very fast. In 1988, his family relocated to the US. They resided in Phoenix, Arizona, but staying true to their roots. Sergio's family continued playing regional music together with
Hey, shout out to Phoenix too. It's active, bro. It's active out there. You know what I'm saying?
him occasionally being the lead vocal. In 1989, he and his brothers started a musical group in Phoenix and named it Los Hermanos Vega. Sergio's stage name was El Shaka. They were deeply influenced by the norteño sound, and most of their songs were ballads. Soon, they signed with the Texas-based Joey Records and released numerous hit songs such as Corazon de Oropel and El Gallo de Sinaloa. Apart from their regular...
Hey, bro, this guy's going to be narrating and pronouncing everything wrong. You need to leave it to a Mexicano to do it, bro, because you're saying El Gallo. And what the fuck else did he say?
Songs such as Corazon de Oropel.
Corazon de Oropel.
Corazon
de Oropel.
And El Gallo de Sinaloa.
El Gallo de Sinaloa. I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's how you say it. I got y'all. Don't trip.
Apart from their regulars, in the early 1990s, the Los Hermanos Vega began singing narco corrido music. It's a subgenre of Mexican native corrido music, a type of ballad that is sung against a polka beat and speaks of the lives and brutalities of Mexican cartels. Around this time, he had a fallout with his brothers. According to reports in 1994, Sergio was acting strange and was choosing to stay indoors for days. He would wear pajamas when it came out, and this created a negative image for the band in the public eye. Later in life, Sergio unveiled that he was struggling with substances which made him act that way. Many suspect that he was taking the white powder, which was the cause of his strange pubic behavior. By 1994, he had already
Perico, saca la bolsita is what they're talking about. If y'all know, you know.
Established a singer persona for himself and knew that he had a stable career ahead. He left his brother's group, relocated to Mexico, and created another for himself called Los Rios del Norte, or Rays of the North. This time, he decided to completely indulge in narco.
Bro, that's a river. Rios are rivers, bro. I think. Yeah, rios are rivers. Unless they're considered a ray too, but you can.
Corrido music, as he saw great opportunity in this area. He also had a great audience base who were into this kind of music. Another popular narco corrido singer, Chalino Sanchez, had passed away in 1992. And many believe that Sergio merely wanted to capitalize on Sanchez's fame and legacy that he had left behind. Although the job seems risky, it's a very lucrative one. Narco lords usually pay thousands of dollars to these singers so that they can immortalize them through these songs. The risky part of this job is that when a singer glorifies one narco lord, he automatically becomes the target of the rival cartels. In 1997, as a publicity stunt, he decided to change his name one final time. His new alias was Sergio Vega y sus Shakas del Norte. He picked the name to assert dominance and portray strength, as the name Shaka was borrowed from the Zulu king Shaka. The king was known as a formidable force in battles and would eliminate his own soldiers who failed to perform. The king's soldiers were also eliminated if they went home without winning a war. Seeing the way the king was feared and respected, Sergio wanted to exude.
You see that? Mexicano-ish. Got warriors in our blood, bruh.
The
Shout out to
same
the
authority
raza.
with his new alias, Shaka of the North. By this time, many speculated that Sergio had a connection with the Sonora cartel. Most of his songs were ballads praising the Mexican narcotics scenario, which solidified the claims further. At the same time, Sergio's relationship with narcotics and alcohol grew deeper, and he withdrew himself from music completely by 2001. But his sabbatical was short-lived. One of his brothers passed away in a car accident in 2004. It's the same year that Sergio made a comeback.
I bet you that was in Phoenix too, because people drive crazy out here in Phoenix, bro. Like I'm telling you, they cut you off just to make it to the next block and turn left there and stop traffic, bro. I'm telling you. Or they speed. You got the Nissan Altimas that people talk about that just mob it, you know what I'm saying? Bro, there's a lot of those.
Many of his fans believe that his late brother inspired him to return to music, or perhaps he found it as a means to escape the sorrows of losing his beloved brother. In 2004, he worked with a traditional Sinaloan band and released Me Gusta Estar Contigo. He also signed with a new record label called Digital Universal. With this label, his group released multiple hit albums, and his fame continued to grow. In 2007, many Mexican narco-corrido singers started disappearing, including Valentin Elizalde and Grammy-nominated singer Sergio Gomez of Que Paz de la Sierra. After he performed at a concert in the state of Michoacan, Gomez and his group of singers were kidnapped. His body was found to death 7 days later in another town.
That's wild, bro. These people don't play, bro.
Sergio Vega had performed narco-corrido music with these two singers, and their disappearances and elimination should have alarmed him, but they didn't. However, he did tighten his security. By 2010, around 14 narco-corrido singers were eliminated. No one knew the actual reason, and their death.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Look, if you're in that world and you're a public figure, you know what I'm saying? A star, whatever you want to call it. If you're famous and you got a lot of eyeballs on you, good and bad ones, you just got to move differently. Be smart. At that point, if you got money, I ain't gonna lie, you might have to roll around with security super tight. Like, I'm talking about 10 ex-military special ops fucking secret service ass, bro, because they roll up deep, bro. They roll up deep.
Was very suspicious.
If it was me, I don't know, I'd probably stop singing and switch to something else, bro. I'd make money somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm cool, bro.
The general public speculated that their lives had been taken for cartel allegiances and rivalry. In 2009, when another singer was found dead, Sergio Vega was asked if he felt threatened by these constant deaths. But he was aware of the situation, trusted his guts, and chose to continue to sing the songs. After this many eliminations, the government of Mexico decided to step up and take things under control. They began putting a restriction on narco-corridos music. They also took down a bunch of music videos from YouTube. Their decision drew criticism from many label owners as they saw this branch of music as a lucrative business opportunity. However, the government clarified that they were only—
And I ain't gonna lie, bro, that ain't no different from like all the stuff going on in other states when you got all these other artists and they got ops and they're blasting at each other and you know what I'm saying, are getting locked up, catching RICO cases and all that. This ain't the same. This ain't that different from that. The only difference is you can acquire a lot more, a lot easier in Mex. But trust me, if out here people could get the same thing that easy, I'm itching right now. If people could get the same thing that easy out here, they would. Believe me. A lot of people have it. They just don't show it like that. The government's super tight and all that. So obviously there's that barrier there. But if our government was as loose as it is in Mex, it'd be the same thing. Kidnappings, hangings. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, of course it's gonna be a lucrative thing because what they're singing about is real shit going on out there in Mex. So yeah, people who mess with it, they're gonna listen to it and they're gonna be a fan, bro. Like,
prompting the producers to place a caution label on the produced music, just like anyone would do with tobacco. Some label producers spoke from the place of a concerned citizen and appreciated the censure. After this mandate, Sergio Vega returned to his old love songs and ballads for some time. Whether he did it because of the pressure from the government or for fear of his life, no one knows.
Normal en la vida cotidiana de un cantante, de un músico, estar rodeado de gente armada, de policías, de algo. Entonces se siente uno medio mal, pero como te digo, me llevaron para allá. 6 horas estuve ahí platicando con ellos y pues a acreditar a lo que yo me dedico, ¿no?
In June 2010, rumors spread that Vega was eliminated by a narcotics cartel. However, he was alive. In fact, he interviewed with an entertainment magazine on June 26, 2010, and said that this had become a norm for him. People spread rumors about him being dead all the time, and then he had to call his family and verify that he was alive and doing well. He said that his mother had heart problem, and the fake news of death was becoming a nuisance for his family. However, soon he was eliminated when he was on his way to perform in a village festival concert in Sinaloa. On June 26, 2010, at around 9:30 p.m., Sergio Vega was traveling on the Mexico-Nogales International Highway in his red Cadillac. He suddenly noticed that a car was following him. Sergio Vega called his agent immediately and informed her that he was being followed and the incident was unsettling him. He asked her to inform the federal police. The car had armed gangmen with weapons. They chased Sergio Vega's car for 15 minutes before he lost control and drove the car into a pole. The armed men reached the Cadillac and opened fire on him. Sergio's agent was still on the call, and she heard the gunfires. She claimed that the singer told her that he was not going to make it. The 40-year-old singer's assistant, Sergio Montiel Avila, was also in the car. Although he was severely wounded, he miraculously survived the attack. He later became a crucial witness of the case and told the reporters that the car they were riding in was forced to park, and then armed gunmen ran to the passenger side of the car and finished Vega off. They fired at his head and chest, and more than 30 bullets were found in his body, with 15 in his torso. His agent posted a tweet online to announce the loss of her dear friend. He was laid to rest in the presence of his family and fans. They all played his famous and favorite tracks as he said goodbye to the legend. But who did it? Which cartel lord did Sergio Vega upset so much that he took his life?
Damn. Bruh. Hey, RIP to him, for reals. Catch you on the next one.